Well,
I can't get out here. Started in 75. I was expecting 1975. Because when Main started, there was the kids went there's one kid at Liberty now. The kid is staying in the river. And 1 and 1, they can't do anybody, I don't know anybody. Do you remember Danny and David? Back here. You saw them. I saw one. You won't know David's white.
They said, yes, I did.
I'm not going to buy a VSDB. I'm not going to have it. That's Joe Jim.
No, Sheldon, that was
I'm also next door at the NAACP, Freedom Banquet. It's much quieter over here, to say the least. On behalf of Stanton City Council, citizen of this community, I bring greetings from the VSDB alumni. The city of Stanton is very proud to host in the home of VSDB for the last 150 years. We pledge the city council, myself as the mayor, and this community, that we will do everything humanly possible to convince our governor, as well as the General Assembly, to continue services, to consolidate services with the visually handicapped as well as the hearing impaired in Stanton, Virginia, and not to build a new facility somewhere supposedly centrally located. We feel that at this point we have made progress. The battle has begun. We will not give up until we prevail. You can count on that. The Virginia School for the Deaf and Blind in Stanton has been an integral part of the Stanton community for 150 years, and we wish for it to continue in that manner for many more years to come. Your city council here and the mayor's office will do everything possible, as I said, to make sure that we will do everything to continue on services here in Stanton, Virginia for years to come. Welcome to Stanton. I hope you enjoy yourselves, and thank you for having me. And I will excuse myself now and go back next door to the banquet that I'm attending. Thank you very much.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Proud to be here tonight. Mr. Yates came from New York. Why? Tonight. You're on vacation. Wrong. Okay. We're going to go ahead with the program. We would like to introduce Fred Yates. People you're sitting here are good friends of mine. Rocco. He's the coach. Doug Kidd has worked through the last 6 months. And Caitlin Robinson, who happens to be yours and mine new chairman. We encourage our new officer, I'd like our new officers to stand, please. Okay, I'd like to introduce he's your secretary. Dennis Couch. New treasurer, Gerald Drake. Also, I'd like to introduce the 3 board of directors. Linda Blim, please stand. Where is she? Okay, she's gone. Secondly, enjoy your evening. Thank you. Thank you. Paisley. Good. Matthew is our keynote. Matthew serves. School is very proud of Matthew. He first graduated. He is the first VSDB graduate in history. He is PhD. Dr. Serves. I think also Dr. Mel Carter, too. Mel, right here. Mel worked on his PhD. Bigwig. For the Redskins. Dr. Joseph Panko. A Pennsylvania Mountain Bully. We stole him from Massachusetts. And has always been a supporter of the Boston Celtics and the Red Sox. He's watching TV. Joe and his wife Donna. Where is Donna? Arrived alone, and they were sitting. And Donna came later. They were separate. Doesn't mean they're separated. You had to seat separately, but I'm sorry about that. The new director Susan Buckland and her husband, Randy. I'll ask Susan to stand and say a few words about herself. Hello. I think I need to applaud all of you as I'm meeting you all tonight. Fred told me I just came. I'm so thrilled tonight to meet all of you. We just recently had a town hall meeting in the area where I live around Roanoke. Roanoke has 9 town hall meetings scheduled to inform you all to come. I encourage you all to come. We're interested to hear what your needs are and your wants. I'm happy to come here tonight. First time meeting all of you. Thank you. Yes. Our friendships have been here. We've been friends from 1947. From the days of the Cowboys. Joe Archer and his wife. University some time ago, in 1950s. Mr. Healy welcomed him, hired him, taught him for many years. Later, he became superintendent at VSDB for 13 years. And he is here with us tonight. His wife couldn't make it. Sheldon Melton. I would like to mention some other people who are sitting here this evening. An old buddy, Vernon Cherry. He's always been a good friend. Leo Yates, old basketball star from many years back. Funny, Leo was well known for his wrestling skill. Now here at Eagleside Golf Course, we play together every once in a while and challenge other teams from Lexington, Harrisonburg, Charlottesville. We called him Leo. People still ask me, brothers? Are you brothers? There were 3 other Yates, other brothers, and I was the intruder. Oh no. I had to explain I wasn't the 4th brother, and had to explain for many, many years.
Yeah, I think you remember Leo. He used to follow.
So finally, Leah and I made an agreement. Okay, let's be brothers. So that ended the problem. My classmate, Leroy Christian, is sitting over there. He didn't go to the meeting today. He was out playing golf. I am jealous of him. He's very skilled in anything that is round. Bowling. I'm going to let you know that he's a champion bowler in duck pins. State champion. He's mentioned in the record books for the Hall of Fame for duck pin bowling. And also the American Association for the Deaf Leo had a good time flirting with Evelyn this morning at the meeting. I also want to tell you, my college classmate, John Kubis. John, where is he? There he is. He came from Delaware to join our golfing tournament. He grew up in Wisconsin and taught at Gallaudet and NTID, and also the North Carolina School. Do you remember the powerhouse of the North Carolina Bears? We beat them. In the Hall of Fame. He was a coach at the same time by Mrs. Llewellyn. You see what Leroy's doing? He's with the ball. With the napkin. He can't do anything. He threw it and fell over.
That's the cloud. That's George. No, George is talking. He's talking about
Next we have
Leroy Christian. Leroy Christian's the one that had the bowling.
people here that came from far off. A fellow named Warner Zorn, see him? He came from South Africa. Could you please stand? Before, Leroy, remember Vernon also in school? 41, 42? A young man named Leon Pleasance was in school with us. His brother Clyde Pleasance, they were both very nice, sweet people. They disappeared. I never knew what happened to them. We were planning this meeting and sent out to announcements to all the alumni. We got a letter from Leon. He's in California. He just got out of the Air Force. That is Leon. That we went to school with. Imagine him in the Air Force. It's been a long time. Leon is a photographer. He has many interesting photographs that he brought to show you, but because of the time limit problems, sometime in the future he will have to bring them. He was supposed to play golf with us yesterday and didn't show up. There were 15 golfers supposed to have been there, only 10 showed up. He was missing and we were wondering what happened. He has a hurt foot and couldn't play. Hopefully we can play sometime in the future. Next time you come to see us, Leon. Some time ago at my home, I received a long-distance phone call from Kansas. Adele Valerio plans to come here to sleep in Bass Hall.
Robert, I bet there's a boy in here.
May I bring my son? It's okay for you, but not for the children. My son is 24 years old. I didn't realize how many years had gone past. Adele is here with us from Kansas. A famous family, the Hartford family. They're good friends with the schools for many years. They came from Texas back in the 70s. Their son is in the Hall of Fame. There's Elizabeth and Bob Harper who are here, and Sherman and Helen from Texas, and other relatives. Sitting at the table here, they're wonderful people. Thank you for coming, Bob and Helen. And Tommy. Did I miss anyone?
Yes.
I think if I said a little bit about every one of you, I'd be talking all evening. All the ins and outs of all of you. The time is limited. And our good mime, Bobby Sirwell, has been keeping you laughing. It keeps you amused. Billy can act out anything. If you ask him, he can be an airplane. He can become a washing machine. He can become a car.
Yeah, right.
Tonight, maybe you can create your own reading. Maybe he can create chemistry for you with his arms in action. With that, I'd like to give it back to the MC. Thank you, Mr. Yates. I don't want to boast when he invited me to come here. What I'd like to do is give you some trivia and little stories about the sports with the deaf. This evening, West Virginia is battling North Carolina. Who's winning? You 34-10. 10, 10. You all know that. A long time ago, in 1898, University was beaten by whom? University. Gallaudet University. 11-5.
Gallaudet beat West Virginia. Gallaudet Common.
Did you know that in the 1920s, when a deaf quarterback on a professional team, did you know that? On a pro football team, pro football player, in the 1920s, the first deaf quarterback, professional player, who lived back then? Do you remember him? The huddle in football plays are determined in huddles. Now, where was this created? Hubbard, a deaf man at Gallaudet, invented the huddle. And other hearing teams copied that and are still used today. Our very own Ray Parks, in the 1960s, player, a fullback for the Falcons. On 70 Pro team. Our own Ray Parks.
Yes. Yes.
Did you know before the semi-pro came in World War I, the Silent Raiders? It was a group of deaf people. They defeated many hearing teams until our soldiers came home again and the team was no longer. How many deaf baseball players have there been in history? How many do you think? 15. Just recently, Curtis Pride was a pro baseball player.
Yeah, I know.
Before, in 1928, Kansas School for the Deaf beat a hearing team, St. Paul College, 28 to nothing. 128 to nothing. Can you imagine that? Again, the same team beat the American Legion School 11-0. Now, before I give it to Rocco DeVito to speak and discuss the Hall of Fame, Rocco was my coach. It's an honor for me to be standing here next to my coach. Did you know that Rocco can talk? He can talk. He can actually talk. You probably didn't know that. Football players know that he can talk. He's strange talking. Who can understand him? The referees. He's mad. The referees understand him. He's mad. Because he can talk. You didn't know that, did you? Now he became a referee. Do you know why? Because the other referees know him and can speak the same language. Now he's a referee too. Before we proceed with Rocco, I would like to thank another person who supported our football team in 1969. His parents were not here. They went to almost every game, but I want to take this opportunity on behalf of the football players to thank the parents who are here tonight, parents and siblings. Will they please stand up so we can show our appreciation to y'all and to your support of our 1969 football team. Please stand. It's been a long time since we've been able to thank you, so we thought we would thank you once more. I'm happy to give the floor to Rocco, who can speak. Right? Okay, Rocco? Nice compliments, thank you. It's such a thrill after such a long time with no alumni meetings. It's been very heartbreaking for us. I love VSD. I came here in 1963. I thought it important for the alumni to keep alive, to continue. The key people who serve the school, keep the school alive. Don't let this association fail. It all depends on you. Become stronger and stronger too, to make the school stronger also. We need you. We need you. Let me discuss the Hall of Fame. We have a long list, but we'll make it short. I feel it's important that everyone get noticed this evening. I will start with Harold Forstall. In the 1920s, his son, Larry, is with us this evening. He'd like to tell a story about his father.
Right there. Down here. Forstall, right there.
His father told Larry when he was a young child the story. I'd like Larry to come up here and tell the story. Hello, good evening, friends. Every time I come to Virginia, I feel at home here. My father was here in the past. I did my practice teaching for 8 weeks as a graduate student in Gallaudet. When I was a prep student, people asked if I was from the South. The way you sound. New Jersey, Virginia is different. You sound like a Southerner. Really, I'm from the North, but I sound as a Southerner. Thanks, Rocco, for inviting me here to explain the stories of my father. My father was here in 1923, and Llewellyn was involved with basketball, all the sports. Llewellyn is very famous. In the past, in football, in scrapbook, my father showed me football pictures, basketball, baseball, wrestling. My father didn't want to play football. He was only 120 pounds. They played against Stanton Military Academy, very large players, around 200 pounds. There was no rule, no age limits, 18, 20 years old. My father felt as a lightweight and didn't want to play. He preferred to play soccer. Llewellyn was watching him kick. He was searching for a kicker, and he thought he recruited him to come play for the football team. They also need a receiver. The big players couldn't do it. They needed a kicker. So I was looking at the scrapbook in around 63, 97, 97.6, 117.14, 63. How did they get that? They used to kick field goals all the time. A few games were won just by kicking field goals. Also, basketball. He wasn't tall. He was 5'8". But the backboard was not useful. He could just throw it into the hoop. Really, it was very interesting. My father often told stories about Llewellyn as a role model. Your father. This is for your father. I'd like to introduce his wife, sister. Hey, do you have a question for Larry? He played drop football. That was hard. You should explain that. Larry. Leroy asked if he could drop kick the football. That's very difficult. That's correct. We're happy to have you here. Thank you. Harvey Cunningham. Coming up, please. Come around this way. Under Llewellyn, he played football and baseball in the 1940s. He was an excellent player. He was quarterback. He played as a tight end. He was good at field goals and an all-around good player. The school really needed him. I never knew that. I just recently met him. Very, very active for the deaf in California. He never boasts about himself, so I'm going to do it for him. Welcome. Edward. I call him Mr. Surehand. All-American Deaf football team, first 3 years, for 3 straight years. He's really amazing, very much admired. He's a hard worker, never complaining. He's very good work ethic. For 4 years, I saw him drop the ball one time. Once out of 300 more receptions. he must have had glue painted on his hands or something. And the West Virginia School for the Deaf coach came up to him and said, "This number 86, he's a strong man." He could always receive the ball every time, whether it was open or not. The coach is very strong. And his parents were very active supporters of the school. They went to all the activities, all the sports. Not only was he a good player, but also a good student. We were really proud to have you here. Thank you. Terry Crispin, is he not here? Terry was selected for skill. He was very skilled at track. That's too bad. Bill Bear Sherman. Harper. Bear. He's size 6'3", 223 pounds. That time in the 70s, it was perfect.
Here, right here.
He was a big Mack truck. He could fly right through the middle and separate them. Make a wide path for them to get through. For 2 straight years, he was on the All-Star team. The last senior game against Central High School, and they kicked him in the lane, and he fell. They had to pull him off the field. He couldn't play. They told him he couldn't play. That was his first injury. Sophomores and juniors, they were okay. But playing shot put against Gallaudet, when they celebrate the 100th year celebration, from 71 to 79, through the 70s, he was on the list of the best players. We were so proud of him. So proud to give him an award and put him from our school in Gallaudet as well. You know, Bear, when bears get wounded, they get angry. He's the same way. His family, he brought into the world of VSDB. We thank him. Benny Lights. his sophomore junior year, he had a knee problem. He didn't want to sit out, he wanted to play, even with pain, because he loved football. They won 19-0 my junior year. Wonderful defensive team. All-American player 2 times. Bobby Maurer. I call him Mr. Versatility. He could do many things. All-around athlete. He was good at football, basketball. He was good at all of it. All that in football. As a senior, he went to North Cross School for championship competition. They were losing the ball, fumbling. In the third quarter, he came out and sat on the bench. He was very upset. Maybe he was thinking about his girlfriend or something. He was crying. He was upset. So then we sent him out again to see what he could do. And he was back to his own self. And we won 3-0. He guarded very well. Passed the ball. In baseball, he was good also. Everything included was wonderful. He was an all-around athlete. Parents were wonderful supporters of the school. Parents, would you please stand? Thank you. Donald Newton. He played football, basketball, and baseball. A very modest player. He was a good receiver. He was a hard-working basketball player as a forward. He was an aggressive player. He played smart games. They played many different teams, Harrisonburg, Waynesboro. He had very good work ethic. He had All-American Honor Mention. And thank you. His wife, please stand. Congratulations. Thank you. In his basketball championship in tournament, they were second place. We really enjoyed having him at this school. Thank you. Dr. Matt Searles. He was a fullback. He's not built as a fullback. In '69, we had many good backs. It was quickness and power. He was a quick player. Terry Crane, Bobby Maurer, Strong, all of them were were very quick athletes. When we got close to the end zone, he could smell it, and he could get the touchdown. Some would back off, but he wouldn't give up. Very quick. Congratulations, Matt. Shucks. He was so... He left 2 years early because he was so smart. Now when he was 17, so we missed having him there. Parents were wonderful supports in school. Thank you, Matt. Steve Schramm.
Sure we do.
Stephen. Mr. Everything. Football, basketball, track, wrestling. He played fullback, defensive back. 1,000. He was a good receiver. His senior was his best year. We were second place as his senior. He was an all-around receiver. 128 receptions, very fast player. There were around 17 kids at West Virginia. I sat there and I pulled him in and said, well, I should use him. I thank you, Steve, for being a strong player, for never complaining, being a strong worker, respecting, and never gave up. I knew he would never give up. It was wonderful help to have him with us. Thank you. I'd like to recognize a player in 1960 on the undefeated team. All those who were on the team, please stand. In 69. All these players put our school on the map as champions. The key to our success was speed, the team power, the talent, and the desire and love to play football. Teamwork helped us play studying more. I try to give you excuses for why you might not win, but you were determined, you were strong, you continued on to win. I was taken back, and I look at you all, and I see that you all had the right chemistry. It will never equal that in your lifetime again, mine or yours. But congratulations. I'm the team in 1969. Thank you. Okay, we're going to go on with the program, but next I would like to say, right tonight, and Fred was boasting tonight, I want to say maybe to be the first person to get a PhD. My teachers, friends, and students students helped make this possible. I did not do it alone. All of us, and my team also, I share this with all of you to make this possible. Thank you. Thank you. I'd like to have Mel Carter here to come up and speak a little. Wow. Excited to see all of you here. How many here from Virginia? How many? You lie. You're from Virginia? How many from Virginia? Lie. Y'all sit, why are you sitting there? Get up. Get your hands up there. Put your hands up. Come on. All of you from Virginia. That's Virginia. Friends have been coming up to me. The class of 1963. We ate at noontime today at Rouse. I felt so thrilled. I felt so young. When I was a little kid, I looked up at becoming older. I didn't want to be young, I wanted to be older. Now that I'm old again, I want to be young again. So all of you are lucky. Young. But I had to tell the Virginia crowd, the best people in my life are here. There's no equal to you. You are the best. You are the best. I want to tell you what Virginia means to me. In California, I work with people, most hearing people, who want to become teachers of deaf children. I want to learn signs. They sound very awkwardly. I didn't have teachers like that in Virginia school. The teachers could sign. And those who couldn't sign. Remember the oral teachers? Remember who we remember the most? Or not the deaf, not the hearing teachers, but the deaf. One of them is Fred Yates. He was very poetic in his sign. Do you remember that? Remember that? Do you remember him? We go to sleep and he'd be fascinating. Remember repass? How many of you remember? The teacher, the other supervisor, Mr. Kaiser. Remember Tom? Remember him? Do you remember the dorms? And they tell stories and they would just be in awe. And we would understand life through them. In California, now, every time I look at the license plate, it says California. I love California. But I see in California, Virginia. Every time I'm in California and I see a Virginia license plate, I get excited. I wait to them and they look at me strangely.
Where are you from? Where are you from?
Virginia is for lovers. Oh, I like that. Peggy, do you remember that? Peggy Norwood. Remember the two of us before we were engaged? She proposed to me. It was a beautiful ring. You remember that? Remember that with the other one? We were sweethearts before. Oh yes, I cherish you. Virginia is for lovers. Whoa. That's a powerful sentence. What does that really mean? Yes, people here, we are lovers. We are lovers of VSDB.
Yes.
Right here. We cherish love. We know it's better than anything. That's why I call you all lovers. Before, I went to Ohio last month. The Senior Citizens Conference. The old people sign. They used to say old like this now. Now they say sign it upwards. But those people all went to. There was a Virginia group in Ohio. I was thrilled to see the Virginia people there. The people I grew up with, my favorite people. Annabeth was there, and her daughter. You know them before? Darling, do you remember? She was your baby. Remember they were coming here? Sheila? Birdie. I grew up with these people. And the senior citizens, they're so very interesting. Their favorite thing was the sexuality workshop. They wanted to go to that workshop. They went out how? Senior citizens. It was fascinating. I went in there to see, and the man was standing in the back. His wife was just pulling him in there. And he had to sit. And the man was lecturing. And there was a guy explaining, talking. There was a man that was around 55 years old. It was hard. He has trouble keeping it up, you know. And the psychologist was talking up there. And I look at this man, and this woman has his hand on him. See, I told you so. And see, I told you so. I was so fascinated, explaining how to enjoy life. They don't know how. They have hands. They have hands and a tongue. I learned from them and the senior citizens. After the meeting, I saw one senior citizen. He came up and other people were asking how, explain. And after the meeting, we went out. You know who was in the hallway? It's an angry man who missed the meeting. Mr. Jerry missed the meeting. His wife agreed. She was explaining about everything in the meeting. And he had to explain again, 5 times. Because he missed the meeting. Louise really enjoyed that. They had a wonderful night that night, really. This story was just wonderful. I think they loved it. I looked at all the people and they were just talking and the expressions. This one woman walked by and said, it works. The sexuality workshop, it works. I couldn't believe it. All these old people were out there teaching me life. I have something to look forward now. I'm 75 and I feel when I'm 75 I feel like I have sex. People in Virginia are laughing and laughing. You're lovers. Virginia. You are all lovers. Cherish VSDB. Love each other. Kiss and hug and talk. I forgot your name, but what's your name? And tomorrow you better write it down so you can remember. Really, you are lovers. And I love you all. I'm going to go back to California again. Very happy. Wow. I'm sweating. He makes me all excited tonight. Good job. Good work. I think we all are excited. We're going to be excited tonight. Fred Yates can teach you. That's his job. Wow. We need to cool off a little bit. Okay, I would like to have Doug Kidd, who would like to say something. Hello to everyone. I'd like to talk about this book. 5 pages of ads from the local people and some from out of town. When you're out shopping and you happen to go to one of these stores, in our book, mention that you saw the ad in the book. Dr. Panko said, stay away from the hospital in there. They have an ad. Okay. Thank you, Doug. We're getting ready to close. I'd like to say a few things. When Fred called me to come, I was wondering whether or not I wanted to do it. I left in '69 to go into college. And when I became a senior, I was 17. I was studying American history. My future dreams to go to college were not there. I didn't want to tell anyone that. 5 years. It's been a long time. I'm happy to see my team again. The last time I cried was when I was a little boy in the school. And this morning I was crying for the first time in 30 years. There were no lines between us. Looking at you all, I remember the old days. With no lines on the football fields. I'm putting VSDB in your hands, and I hope that you will continue to support VSDB Stanton and continue to keep it open. I knew you were all doing a good job. As alumni, we need to support the school. Thank you. All the reunion committee, please stand.
Yes.
Please stand.
I'm going to give her a picture taken.
taking her to class, speak to the class. Because Ralph Kaiser, she was the only one that Ralph was working. And she wouldn't go to it.
I think you'll be interested as the years have gone by and in school together. And I was your teacher. Mrs. Roger was my teacher. Marjorie Rogers was my teacher before. When I was little, she never knew what happened to me. When Mr. Haley was superintendent, he said, the teacher touches eternity. You'll never know where a teacher's influence will end. Matt's sister. And his parents had dreams for him, and now he's here. Wonderful. He has touched other people. And the influence is just continuing. And you see Mel Carter. Pay attention, Mel. You see what he's become. Dr. Ruth of the deaf world. It's wonderful. Really. I get a thrill from him. We always saw it in him, in school. Before I remember one deaf teacher. Mr. McCloud was the principal. He couldn't sign. And one day he was a sub-teacher. And there was a preacher's wife. And he happened to be chaplain at Mary Baldwin College. Colin knew her and had her to sub-teach in Mel's class. The principal called me in. So the teacher was very upset. So what's the problem? I left my class and went to the principal's office. This sweet young woman I'd never met before. She's a sub-teacher. She showed me some paper. It was a note. It said that a boy had wrote this note to a girl. I was reading it. Do you know what do you know the difference between a wet dream and a wet kiss is? Oh, I said it is nothing important. They went away. What was the difference between a wet kiss and a dry kiss? And Mel showed that his parents were good friends. When he was studying for his PhD, I told him, you better get that PhD. Ray Parks almost got his PhD, but hasn't yet. He is our only PhD. Our post hole digger. We received a letter from Senator Nolan. He couldn't be with us this evening, but I'm going to tell you again. Last Friday, dear Fred, I'm sorry I cannot attend the VSDB banquet on Saturday evening. As a well-respected citizen and leader and friend of mine, I authorize you to share this with our friends. Here's my wish from him, a quotation from him. I absolutely oppose VSDB Stanton moving or relocating in any other place other than Stanton, where it was founded, where it prospered, and where it should remain. I feel so strongly about this that I will use all my authority and influence given to me by voters from this area as legislative majority leader of the Senate, as chairman of the Rehab and Social Committee, Public Education Committee, and my seniority to prevent any effort to move this fine school. End quote. And in addition, he plans made several years ago to combine Hampton and Stanton, here in Stanton, is acceptable to me. But my proposal to close either school must be met with deliberate opposition. Best wishes, and may God bless you all. Senator Frank Nolan. PhD, I forgot Patsy Hughes, Mary's sister, both, one. Patty has received her PhD. Maybe she's before you. Maybe a girl beat you. Oh, she's second. You're first. He's safe. Sammy. Okay, we forgot all about him. Also, this evening, we have a problem getting an interpreter for Saturday night. They had so many things to do. So Kathy Campbell's here. For everything from what I've heard, it's been a first-class job. People who can hear are jumping up and down. Thanks, congratulations. The new 10 Hall of Fame inductees have already been put on here. The names will be immortalized and continue on and never die. I want to let you know we're working on having women inductees, not just boys, but women's also, so they can be equal. Women's names also. Now, before I forget, the 10 inductees, please come up here for a picture afterwards. Thank you. Okay. I would like to add, maybe more importantly, some other people that have never played football, basketball, baseball, but who are wonderful workers. Who have worked here through the school. Like Mel, he didn't play football or basketball. He's been very successful. I've met many people like him. We should have him on the Hall of Fame. We should broaden it into it. Not just limit it to sports. Include them and show what they've achieved after school. The girls and the boys both. Many famous people who come from Virginia. Names like the Norman family, the girls, the actors. You never realized Virginia. They're from Virginia. Sam Edwards, he was a famous dancer, professional dancer. He passed away recently. He's from Virginia. Ed Carney, he's a Virginia boy. There are so many. Herb Schreiber, he's from Virginia. There's so many names. Everyone knows Reuben Carter. He's gone now. Wish he were here with us tonight. After a break of 12 years, I'm so thrilled to have us all here. And for us to carry on the tradition, the flag. For the new to carry on the flag, so the old horses can take a rest. I will sit down and say goodnight, and you go on and do whatever. Mr. Cherry would like to say something. Hello, again. This morning in the business meeting, we were saying that the Bass Scholarship Fund really needs your funding and support. So I'm asking you to please give money. To the Bass Endowment Fund. So that money can continue to grow and we can give more help to the children. And also to help them go to college. Some of you have been giving money to the endowment fund, and we thank you. We're going to pass this around.
Let me have the camera a minute. I want to take a picture of it.
Well, give me time when you get back. So you're gonna be staying here? I'm gonna go back to motel.
Oh, all right.
I'm going to motel.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. You never see him.
I bet William's still not together.
As I say, you never see him.
See, between him working at night, if he was teaching, we could work some day. Because one night, either one of us. Alright, Mike goes to work at 8. Most mornings, Jake goes to work at 9. I have to work at 8, and he comes in. We're all putting him to work. Sometimes he depends on their time. That's why he wants you to. I know why I hate that truck. Well, that truck. I feel like I'm driving a tank. I said that. Wake up, hey, wake up. Right after Christmas. I'm after the police truck.
Yeah, I should be home.
Right out front.
Nice seeing you. Yeah, it's been a while.
Down to Parkway,
All right. We'll try to get them back. Well, take back some of the bag.
I'd like to.
Fine dog.
Nice day.
Oh, that's fine place. Okay. Don't want to say Darrow here.
Thank you for that, folks.
Let's get a picture of you. Let's get a picture of you. At least. Maybe back up here, Shabbat. I see you on every Tom? Oh, fine. Sure I do.
It's been a long time. Did you have them or you? Because I'm not sure. He doesn't have the right stuff.
To hold a mile, 2 miles.